So Pharaoh sent for Joseph, and he was quickly brought from the dungeon. When he had shaved and changed his clothes, he came before Pharaoh. Pharaoh said to Joseph, I had a dream, and no one can interpret it. But I have heard it said of you that when you hear a dream, you can interpret it. I cannot do it, Joseph replied to Pharaoh, but God will give Pharaoh the answer he desires. Perf- Perfect answer. Perfect answer. Yeah, Adam and Eve ate from the tree of knowledge. But do we understand? Do we comprehend that knowledge? Do we even have full knowledge? Are our thoughts the same as the Lord's? No. So, him knowing who he is and being humble said, I cannot do these things. I cannot interpret those dreams. But God will give Pharaoh the answer he desires. And that goes the same today. We understand, or we want to understand by growing in wisdom, that we can't do these things. It's the Lord. The Lord provides the air. The Lord provides you with the knowledge to do things, with the energy to do things, or get things done, or do what you need to do to obtain the energy, or provide the energy outright. It's the Lord. Let's continue to read. Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, in my dream, I was standing on the bank of the Nile, when out of the river there came up 7 cows, fat and sleek, and they grazed among the reeds. After them, 7 other cows came up, scrawny and very ugly and lean. I had never seen such ugly cows in all the land of Egypt. The lean, ugly cows ate up the 7 fat cows that came up first, but even after they ate them, no one could tell that they had done so. They looked just as ugly as before. Then I woke up. In my dream, I also saw 7 heads of grain, full and good, growing on a single stalk. After them, 7 other heads sprouted, withered and thin, and scorched by the east wind. The thin heads of grain swallowed up the 7 good heads. I told this to the magicians, but none could explain it to me. Then Joseph said to Pharaoh, the dreams of Pharaoh are one and the same. God has revealed to Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good cows are 7 years, and the 7 good heads of grain are 7 years. It is one and the same dream. The 7 lean, ugly cows that came up afterward are 7 years, and so are the 7 worthless heads of grain scorched by the east wind. They are 7 years of famine. It is just as I said to Pharaoh. God has shown Pharaoh what he is about to do. 7 years of great abundance are coming throughout the land of Egypt, but 7 years of famine will follow them. Then all the abundance in Egypt will be forgotten, and the famine will ravage the land. The abundance in the land will not be remembered because the famine that follows it will be so severe. The reason the dream was given to Pharaoh in 2 forms is that the matter has been firmly decided by God, and God will do it soon. So, a quick pause, a brief pause. So, we got to think about everything that was going on. So, you're like, okay, so what's the reasoning for this? There's a lot of reasoning. For one, he's in Egypt. They worship Pharaoh as God. They had other gods. So could this be potentially just punishment? Also, there was a reason that a famine needed to happen that we're going to read about very soon, because Joseph is going to be utilized. And remember, all the way back in the beginning on the previous Bible study, from the start of Joseph himself had dreams. And we know what those dreams are, but those dreams have not came into fruition. They haven't happened. So things have to happen or may happen in order to fulfill a prophecy, to fulfill what's supposed to be. And that can be looked at as in our life too. We have time on earth, and sometimes bad things happen to us in order for us to grow. Are bad things bad? Absolutely. Are they necessary? No. However, sometimes bad things do happen due to our actions, our thought process. Sometimes things are not our own fault. Sometimes they are unfortunate circumstances. But fully relying on God and giving Him the glory and humbling ourselves and asking for help and allowing Him to help us can show who we really are. It can show that we can humble ourselves and that we can worship the Lord correctly without bringing in our own pride, without bringing in our own thoughts of right and wrong, because man's thought is not correct. So, what are your thoughts so far? What Joseph has said. He relied on God, and he's also telling Pharaoh that God has told him what will happen to the land and to him, to the people. That they will have 7 years of abundance and then 7 years of famine. What kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind? How does it make you feel, and what does it make you think?